Guest needed security guards around the stage to keep the ladies from trying to reach him. Watch this and you'll see why.
When I think about those nights in Montreal.
That's Gino Vannelli making hearts swoon while singing one of his most memorable songs, I Just Wanna Stop. It's been more than 20 years since Gino's been in Pittsburgh after selling out shows here at the old Stanley Theater. Now, tomorrow night, he's back on stage with a 7-piece band singing hits old and new. And we're putting Gino Vannelli with us this morning. Gino, good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Oh man, how can you not love those great hits you had in the 70s and 80s? What's it like to be back in Pittsburgh and playing again?
Well, we really haven't done a big show here since 1979, so it's a bit of a homecoming.
And what will you be playing? I know you've got your new CD just out. How many days has this been? Just brand
Just
new?
a few days, yes.
A few days.
Yes.
Tell me what's on the new CD.
Well, it's a DVD, CD live set we recorded in Los Angeles at the Byham Theater in Beverly Hills.
And is this the same concert kind of thing that you do today or tonight that you'll be doing?
It's similar. There's a few additions, to the show.
So what kind of things, what kind of songs do you play? I mean, you've been playing for so many years. Is it hard to decide which songs you want to do?
It is a little bit difficult. I do have my favorites, and there's some you can't get away, without playing.
So
but,
you do play the hits everyone loves and loves and expects.
Yeah, of course. And we try to update things too, because it's been 40 years in some cases, so we have to really deal with what we feel now.
And so tell me what you've been up to since, your big hits of the 70s. It sounds like you've kind of evolved in terms of musical styles too, a little.
Well, I traveled the world a lot. I lived in Europe for a little while. I learned how to orchestrate for big bands. I worked with big bands. I worked with trios. I worked with great jazz pianists, from all over the world. I mean, I've done really a plethora of things to really kind of up my game. And now doing this again just feels brand new somehow.
Yeah. Well, I read that even when you started, you really liked a real variety of musical styles. Has that always been the case?
Well, my dad was a big band singer, and he was a tremendous aficionado of classical music, of opera, of jazz, big band, and of course, that just rubbed off on his sons.
And so how young were you when you started playing music, and what did you
Oh,
start with?
I was 8 or 9 years old when I started picking up the drums and took lessons, and Gene Krupa, was my favorite drummer, and Buddy Rich, and so it really, my beginning was as a drummer.
Yeah, and then do you still play drums?
Well, I dabble on stage a little.
And tell me about this story I read about how you got your first big record deal with A&M Records. You actually tracked the co-owner down in the parking lot, is that right?
Well, the co-owner happened to be Herb Alpert at the time, and I had been in Los Angeles for 4 or 5 months with my brother Joe, and no luck, and I finally had I needed a place to meditate, so there was really no place to meditate other than this, I think, Episcopalian church on Sunset Boulevard. So 6 o'clock in the morning, I went in there and fell asleep. 4 hours later, I woke up and figured, I think I know what to do, so I just sat and parked myself in front of the gates of A&M and waited for Herb to come out, and I ran through the gates and accosted him, and he seemed to see the glitter in my eye, and
Wow.
asked me to come back 30 minutes later. I auditioned, and next thing you know, I was seven records into A&M.
That was the beginning.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Does it take being a real, aggressive, I guess, to get in sometimes?
I don't know if the word is aggressive, maybe unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
probably a
really,
good
you
word.
really do. You have to and for me, it's just the love of doing it. And after all these years, the thing that I fear the most is losing the love of it, and because I know the love of it is the fire, is the flame.
Well, and so you're going to be inducted into the Italian Walk of Fame in Toronto, is that right?
Yeah.
What's that going to be like?
I hope I don't stay in the cement.
You're from Canada, though?
I'm from Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is that a big honor for you? I mean, is the Italian heritage important to you too?
Well, in some ways you have to be grateful for the gifts and attributes you do inherit. And for me, it's been my sense of musicality and my voice, and I'm very grateful for that. And besides, I think Joe Montagna is going to be there, so I hear he's a bass player, so we're going to kick around things.
Fun. Yes, a lot of people know him from TV, of
Yeah.
course. Well, it's so good to have you here, Gino. Welcome back to Pittsburgh.
Great to meet you.
All right, so come on out and see Gino Vannelli live in concert tomorrow night at the Byham Theater. The show starts at 7:30. There's also a special meet and greet opportunity available after the show. And for more details and tickets, call the box office 412-456-6666 or just go online. You'll find the link at kdka.com/PTL, as well as a link to Gino's website where you'll find his new CD and DVD.